time for another installment of Oh My God.
Hi, welcome to this week's edition of the Oh My God segment of the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm joined by Steve Rosenfield, third place winner of the Harvey Keitel Lookalike Contest. Look, I switched it up. Hi, Steve, how are you?
So quit complaining.
All right. Next to him, Ben Mankiewicz from TC
Hey, Ben.
Classic
What's going on,
Movies.
Steve? What's going on, Jimmy?
All
Hey.
right. Right now we're going to talk about, so you know how the Oh My God goes. I play something from a religious nut and then we make fun of it. This is from Bryan Fischer. We've had him on the show before. Bryan Fischer, he's the director of issues analysis of the conservative fundamentalist American Family Asshole Association. and on Thursday, he had an expert to come on and talk about fossil fuels. And here, let's have some fun. Here we go.
Let me just connect that to a biblical parable, the parable of the talents. The unfaithful steward, the wicked and lazy steward, as the master calls him, was the one who buried his talent in the ground and didn't do anything with it to multiply it. That's essentially what those who say we need to stop using oil, coal, and natural gas are telling us to do. Just leave those resources buried in the ground rather than pulling them out and multiplying their value for human benefit.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, because when you pull them out of the ground for human benefit, it releases carbon into the air and causes climate change, and it's a real dirty way to create energy. That would be why. What do you have to say, Steve?
Well, maybe it's God's little experiment to see if we're going to destroy the world by burning coal. I mean,
Yeah, that could be God's
way.
experiment.
That might be
Yes.
it. God is, he works in mysterious ways. That's what I hear. Yeah.
I guess that's why God put all those imaginary fossils in the ground that were created by imaginary dinosaurs 6,000 years ago.
Yes. Oh, that's what it is, right? So God, right, because the Earth is only 6,000 years old.
That's right.
There's no such thing as dinosaurs.
And there's no such thing as fossils, yet there's oil.
It's a conundrum.
It's all fitting together.
He's got a little bit
I'm
more.
sure first of all, you sound wicked. But Calvin he'll solve that problem.
Yeah, here we go.
You know, I remember one time, Cal, this is just flashed into my head, a birthday party when I was a young guy. I was probably, 6 or something like that. And I opened up a birthday present that I didn't like. And I said it right out. Oh, I don't like those. You know, and it just crushed. And the person that gave me the gift.
I'm going to guess it was a science book. Is that what it was? Or maybe a book on...
Any book.
Maybe...
was there. You know, I just kind of blurted it out. I don't like those. And, it just crushed that person. And, it was enormously insensitive of me to do that. And you think, well, that's kind of how we're treating God when he's given us these gifts of abundant and inexpensive and effective fuel sources.
Right.
And we don't thank him for it and we don't use it. You know, the scripture said it is the glory of God to conceal a matter. It's the glory of kings to search it out.
Yeah.
And so part of what God's buried those treasures there because he loves to see us find them and put them to use.
It's a scavenger hunt.
Doesn't this guy have gaze to rip? Why is...
You gotta burn oil or else you're gonna hurt God's feelings, you assholes.
You don't want to hurt God's feelings because then he might kill millions of people in a war or a disaster, not even lift a finger.
Right? It's not like God put the sun here or wind here or other ways for us to get energy. It's only this one way.
Yeah, so I guess we can dig up anything, according to this, because anything we find is a treasure that God buried. That's right.
Right,
yeah.
Plutonium.
Plutonium, dig it up.
Dig it up, it's a treasure.
You're insulting God if you don't dig it up and sell it somewhere, sell it to a terrorist, blow it up.
Poison berries,
Right.
also.
Dig them up.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Hornet's nest one time, my brother.
Knock it down, bring it into your house.
Yeah, these are all, go ahead.
So God must love BP more than he loves all those people who are trying to fish in the Gulf.
Totally.
That's it,
Yeah.
right? BP, they're good Christians. Fishermen, I don't know, aren't they supposed to be Christians too, right? Teach a man to fish, all that stuff.
The Bible doesn't stop talking about oil drilling, which is really think about it. Constantly, oil rigs, drilling.
You can't turn to any page in the Bible, and it's all about the deep
There's a lot
water
about
drilling.
They never talk about alternative energy sources in the Bible, never.
No.
Wind, sun.
They do talk about floods, so maybe hydro's okay with the Bible.
It goes Genesis, Leviticus, Chevron, I believe is the third book of the Bible.
But we do know that God is extremely touchy and he will kill you.
Yes, we do know that.
We know that.
And so that's why you don't want to hurt his feelings, so you better keep burning oil.
Yes.
This has been Oh My God.
Oh my God!